Yo, I'm over here watching One Piece. And these episodes that they've been coming out with lately is just fucking terrible. It's very terrible. I'm tired of getting all this food to eat. I'm tired of getting these milk and cookies and this fruit, all this stuff to eat and drink. To watch an anime that's just gonna make my fucking food taste bad. All these episodes just been talking and crying and just talking and crying for filler. Why can't we just see a fight for filler? You know what I mean? Like, this is like we know enough about hockey and Awakened Devil Fruit for us to get like a Koji versus versus a Kainu or something. So just all this trash. I'm tired of having to be all like, oh, look at this next episode of One Piece. I remember back then, right? I couldn't wait to watch an episode of One Piece because it had such an exciting world and I always wanted to see what happened next. And so I couldn't wait to see the next episode of One Piece. But now I feel like a slightly stressed whenever I'm finna watch the next episode because I think it's gonna be trash. And it's not trash because I think it's gonna be, I just know it's gonna be trash. Because most of these episodes are just trash. You're just talking and crying and just a whole lot of filler. The next thing you know, a whole episode, whole 24 minutes is wasted. This is trash. And I'm tired of doing this. We get way too shitty a service when it comes to One Piece. And on top of that, Oda try to take breaks all the fucking time. Nobody wants to snigger to take. We experience too much. You can't call him Goda. He do too much trash for him to be called Goda. You know what I mean? And in order to try to get his fans excited, which most One Piece fans are just stupid, right? And what I mean stupid, I mean they fall for stupid silly shit. All he gotta do is just put these famous niggas in flashbacks, just show their face once, and then the whole One Piece fan community is just going to focus on who's in the chapter, not what happened, or who's in the episode, and not what happened and nothing. They just run a game, and the sad part is that the game is not that complicated. You know what I mean? It's just simple stuff let's show Whitebeard right next to Odin, and then that'll just keep the fans hyped. And I'm going to start making videos about the One Piece fandom. Because One Piece world is forever an exciting world. The concept of it. But the episodes is just trash, man. I can't keep doing this. You know what I mean? I get my food ready. And I just be wanting to chill and be just want to watch some good anime from time to time. You know what I mean? And I just get my fruit ready. I start eating. Then I'm watching this weak episode with just nothing but talking and crying for 20 minutes. And it just make my food taste bad. And most One Piece episodes I watch now, I just drift away. I just start thinking about other stuff. When I'm watching it. And this shouldn't be like that. If you're going to watch your anime, and if the anime is good, your thoughts wouldn't even be on everything else but the anime. You know what I mean? If anything, the anime should be provoking and controlling what you are thinking. Should be putting thoughts in your head because you are entertained. You know what I mean? So I'm over here sitting here eating my fruit. And I'm just watching this episode of One Piece. You know what I mean? And I'm just man, this is trash. Because I be at work. I like to listen to One Piece reviewers. And while I be at work and I be listening to these One Piece reviewers, they never really talk about what really happens in the chapter. They take one moment out of the chapter and they just highlight it. Then they talk about it for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? And so I be saying to myself while I'm at work, I just be I just wanna I'm gonna start talking about just the rottenness of the One Piece fan base. It's just terrible. And we gotta deal with all these breaks from look at Whitebeard's face. You see that? They can't even make the animation clean. How can you forget to draw a nigga's mouth and his eyes? Get out of here. This is what I be talking about. Like, we get all these terrible episodes in the anime, and on top of that, Oda just taking breaks. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reason why I take long breaks away from One Piece. This is the reason why I stopped reviewing it. I think I stopped reviewing One Piece like that after 1004. I'm thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't review One Piece chapters as like, as much as I like. I should like only review chapters where certain things happen. And I also want to talk about Luffy's awakening. People are overhyped about Luffy's awakening. And all he did since he awakened was just get his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped. And he's still like kind of getting his ass whooped. The only thing that Luffy really doing now is just doing a bunch of things, random things that surprises Kaido. But I personally think Luffy was actually fighting Kaido better when he was in Gear 4, and I can understand if Luffy was is now getting used to his power. But this guy is touching lightning bolts to turn them into rubber. Like how useful powers do we have to get? Must he get before he could start actually beating up Kaido? Because we've seen him just do like a few goofy things. Kaido like use him as a jump rope, but Luffy ain't really doing nothing. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to complain about the manga too much. I just want to talk about this anime and Oda taking breaks and just a toxic fan base. It's starting to get like to a Michael Jackson fan base level of toxicity. And I think I'm gonna like make like a series or something. But like hopefully I have the energy to do it, because when I get back from work I don't feel like doing nothing. I just wanna like eat something and go to sleep. But this has to stop, man. I'm tired of spending like 15 and 20 minutes to make myself something to eat. You know what I mean? Like putting that work in so that I can make myself something to eat and then come and sit in front of my computer and watch this episode of One Piece that isn't even entertaining. It's gonna make my food taste bad, and I'm over here sitting, eating, and thinking instead of paying attention to the anime. This right here shows like the decline of the One Piece anime. I don't want to watch another episode of niggas just crying and talking. And then they show like a little flash of Roger's face or something. Like anybody care? They like Oda know that he can do some cheap shit like that just to have a fan base focus on that one little moment for an extended period of time. And I'm done.